Hello, guys. It is Jonathan, and today I've got a list of 10 flexibility and stretching tips for seniors. So I got my handy dandy list right here, and I've got 10 tips compiled that I want to share with you guys. So let's get into it. Tip one is to warm up properly. It's important to warm up your muscles a little bit before you start stretching. Otherwise, you're not gonna, if blood and oxygen isn't flowing to your muscles, you're not going to be able to stretch to your full capacity and get the best benefit from it. So a good way to warm up, it's really simple. You can warm up just by marching in place. Really simple, just do it for like a minute or whatever. You can also, one thing I like to do is arm circles, just like so. Make sure to warm up before you stretch. A tip number two is to focus on major muscle groups. So I think this applies for most people. I think it's important to remember that big muscles, major muscles do major jobs, and minor muscles do minor jobs in daily life. And I see a lot of stretches where they focus on muscles that don't really matter that much in daily life. It's not that there's zero benefit or no benefits to stretching small muscles in the body, but I think really for everybody, it's really important to focus on those major muscle groups, such as your quads, your calves, the big muscles in your arm. Focusing on those small muscle groups is really going to help with functional daily activity and recovery and exercise. Tip number three is use support when needed. Using support is really good. It's really good to take advantage of your environment when it comes to stretching. You could using something like a medicine ball to do your calf stretch, or using a chair to stretch and using those for support. It makes stretching so much easier. So if you work in an office or you're at your computer, even in your dining room, everywhere that you are, wherever there's a chair, wherever there's a wall, take advantage of whatever is in your environment to get the full benefit of stretching, and it makes life much easier. And tip number four is go slowly and gently. There's not one stretch in this world where you should do very jerking, sudden movements that are really quick. Stretching is meant, whatever muscle you're stretching in the body, it's meant to be relaxed, gentle, and slow. People injure themselves. If you know of anybody that's injured themselves before stretching, chances are that they stretched very suddenly and they pulled a muscle, or worst case scenario, they tore a muscle. So it's really important to go nice and slowly, nice and relaxed. Don't tense yourself, don't hurt yourself, just really enjoy it. And it's almost like meditation with your body. View it like that. And number five is to breathe deeply. It's really important. And again, there's no stretch where you should really be out of breath. Every stretch, it should be very calm. It should be slow. Yes, you will be pushing yourself a little bit when you're doing your stretches, just a little bit, and you'll push yourself a little bit more each time, but none of it should cause physical pain. Maybe a little bit of discomfort is fine. Maybe a little bit of, stretching it out, but remember to breathe deeply. It shouldn't push you too hard, and it should be very relaxed. And tip number six is stretching daily. One of the biggest things that changed my life the most and changes a lot of people's lives is do a little bit of stretching daily. You don't have to do a full-blown 45-minute yoga session at your gym unless you just want to get the full benefit of stretching. Like today, I was a little pressed for time, so I stretched for a few minutes. And yeah, I just did a few minutes of stretching, and I stretched the major muscle groups. Things like side stretches. I'm actually supposed to do that while sitting, I believe. Things like side stretches, doing the, let's get this mat, things like the calf stretch, things like the hip bridge. I do a full back bridge because I've worked up to it, but doing things like the hip bridge, just doing these little exercises each day. And you know, you could find a stretching plan that's just a few minutes each day, or you could kind of come up with your own thing. But I think it's really good to just do a 1 minute stretch for each part of your body. For 1 minute, stretch out your calves, stretch out your quads. Another minute, stretch out your neck. Do a forward neck stretch, or a backward neck stretch, or a side neck stretch. Do something to stretch your spine, like the hip bridge that I just showed you. Or if you can, maybe you could do a back bridge, a full back bridge. And doing that is really going to help you. Like, this stretching every day is just, it works wonders for having your full mobility, your flexibility. It helps so much in daily life, releasing tension. I preach this to so many people, the benefits of every age range for that matter, not just for seniors, just how good that you feel when you stretch out your body every day. And it's just so good. And tip number 7 is listen to your body. Again, like, you don't want to push yourself too hard. Like, if you feel any pain anywhere, stop immediately, and you just don't want to injure yourself. And if your body is telling you not to keep stretching, or if you're holding a stretch too long, if you're doing a side neck stretch and then your neck starts like hurting, stop the stretch, listen to your body, and if necessary, you can stop stretching for the day. It's okay. Listen to your body. Tip number 8 is to stay hydrated. It's really important if you want to reach your full potential with flexibility, mobility. You want to hydrate your body. You know, your muscles are filled with water, and it's really important to just hydrate your body every day to reach your full muscular and mobility potential. And if you do stretches while you're dehydrated, that's going to limit your stretch. That's going to limit how well that you can stretch. So get some water every day, first thing in the morning. I know you hear this everywhere, it's worth saying again, but have 8 to 16 ounces of water. I recommend to put like some trace mineral electrolytes in it. It's really good for supercharging the water and making it more hydrating for your body. And let's see, next on the list is tip number 9, which is combine stretching with other activities. So when you combine stretching is really good combined with other activities. And one thing that I like to do is I have a morning ritual, first thing in the morning for about an hour. I like to do something for my mind, something for my body, and something for my spirit. And I like to do my exercise first thing in the morning. Do whatever works for you. But first thing in the morning, I go for a 20-minute power walk, and I just love it. And then right after my power walk, I jump into my yoga. So I have these activities glued together, and I just find it's more efficient and enjoyable, and just really sets the tone for my entire day by starting my day with doing starting my day with movement, with stretching and mobility exercises. So I recommend it to you guys. And by the way, I'm a big fan of morning rituals. So I've got some content coming on morning rituals and how to set your day up the right way and to do something every morning for your mind, body, and spirit. So if you want to hear some more about that, let me know in the comments below. And I've got some great morning routine stuff coming for optimizing your day and starting your days off on the right foot. All right, number 10 is make it enjoyable. I don't want you or anybody to feel that stretching is a chore. Stretching is something that can be so enjoyable and so much fun. And, you know, at first it might require a little bit of self-discipline to do stretching every day, and you may not enjoy it, but once you do it, you know, for about 30 days and, you know, you make it a habit, and you rewire your brain and everything, it's going to become automatic and easier. Now, how to make it fun? I recommend that you listen to music while you're stretching. A lot of times I play this cool like Tai Chi Chinese kind of music, or like some classic Indian music, or just something relaxing in the background, and while I'm doing my stretching, and just I love that soothing vibe while I'm stretching, and play some music that you enjoy, to do your stretches. Alternatively, you could also do stretching with a partner. So get a friend. If you have a friend that also wants to become more mobile and more flexible, then I recommend that, you have fun, enjoy, you can kill two birds with one stone. You can get healthier and more flexible, more mobile through these stretching and mobility exercises, and you get to have some fun with a friend. And there's nothing more fun than exercising and doing these things with a friend. So, all right, guys, that is 10 stretching and flexibility tips for seniors. And I hope you enjoyed these tips, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content related to flexibility and mobility. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to leave a comment below to let me know if you have any questions. And that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video, and look forward to some new stretching and mobility tips in the future. Goodbye.